All right, everybody, listen up. With all the big-time sports action that's happening each and every single day, the Stephen A. Smith Show wants to make sure you are taking advantage of it all. That's why we partnered with Prize Picks, the best place to win cash while watching sports. The app is really easy to use, you know. To create a lineup, all you have to do is pick more or less on a few player stats, okay? Choose from any of your favorite players, Jalen Williams, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Pascal Siakam, all in the same entry, then sit back and watch. The list is absolutely endless. You can play Prize Picks in over 40 states, including California and Texas. Best of all, Prize Picks will give you $50 in lineups when you play your first $5 lineup. Win or lose, you'll get $50 in lineups. Just use promo code SAS and download Prize Picks now. Again, download the app and use code SAS to get $50 in lineups instantly after your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, hey, run your game. What's up, everybody? Welcome to this edition of the Stephen A. Smith Show, coming at you at the very least 3 times a week over the digital airwaves of YouTube and, of course, iHeartRadio. As always, I'd like to take a moment to pause and thank my subscribers and followers for the support and love that they continue to show in this direction. Thank you so much, courtesy of millions of downloads over iHeartRadio over the last few months, and now audience and a subscriber base that's eclipsed 1.24 million over the digital airways of YouTube. We continue to flourish as a show. The momentum continues to rise, and obviously that's thanks to all of you. Without you, there is no me. So thank you so much for your love and support. Keep it coming, and I'm going to keep on coming. To continue to like and follow the show, just click the bell to get notified for all of our newest content, and you too shall consider yourself the latest member of the Stephen A. Smith Show family. And while you're doing that, please make sure to pick up a copy of my New York Times best-selling book, Straight Shooter, a memoir of second chances and first takes, now in paperback. Just go to straightshooterbook.com to get yourself a copy. Once again, straightshooterbook.com to get yourself a copy. You know, on this particular day, I can't wait to talk to the one guest that I'm going to have for this particular show. It's ISO. It's me one-on-one with somebody, and his name would happen to be Michael Rubin. He is the founder and the boss for Fanatics. And every year since last year was its inaugural year. This year, again, they're having something called Fanatics Fest. When you think about Comic-Con and you think about things of that nature, Fanatics Fest essentially is the sports version of all of that, where you just bring the entire sports world together and they descend upon one locale to celebrate sports in a variety of ways. Games and guest hosts and all of this other stuff that's going on. And Fanatics Fest was obviously a wonderful, wonderful experience when I experienced it last year. First Take, my day job on ESPN, airing every weekday morning from 10 a.m. to 12 noon, was there live for the debut of Fanatics Fest last year. 70,000 people showed up at the last minute for Fanatics Fest. This year, it's expected that over 100,000 people will show up. And it's going to continue to grow and proliferate before our very eyes, and I can't wait. I'm very, very excited. But no matter how excited I am, I'm not nearly as excited as the man that I'm about to talk to next. As you will see, it's a one-on-one conversation about Fanatics Fest and all that it entails with the originator, the founder himself, the one and only, Michael Rubin. He is here with me right now. Take a look. My guest is the founder and CEO of one of the biggest digital sports platforms that connects fans with their favorite sports figures. He's joining me now to discuss the second annual Fanatics Fest, NYC. Please welcome the one and only Michael Rubin to the show. What's up, big time? How are you, man? How's everything?
I'm getting excited, man. Couple days away. We're ready. Fanatics Fest #2. We're ready to go, baby.
Damn right, damn right. Last year's inaugural Fanatics Fest was a huge success. Obviously, I was there. How many people were there, and how many are you expecting this year?
We had 70,000 people in the first year, and we're definitely going to have well over 100,000 people in year 2. It's amazing. I mean, last year we started with the NFL, the NBA, hockey, baseball, WWE, and UFC. In addition to all 6 of those sports coming back, we now have FIFA, Premier League, F1, Nike, USTA, Dick's Sporting Goods. So it's going to be a movie. I'm psyched. And I just looked at the list this morning of all of the athletes and artists and celebrities coming. I think we have 3 times the amount of people coming from last year this year. I mean, just some of the
Wow.
biggest names in sports and culture. So it's going to be a blast.
Explain to the audience how you originally came up with this idea. What was the motivation, the impetus for it all? Explain that.
Yeah, I had been to so many music festivals, like Coachella. I've been to South by Southwest. I've been to Comic Con, and I've been to the National, which is a big trading card show. And like, I wondered, why is there no sports festival? And I like said to my team, like, go out and check. Is there any in the world? There really wasn't. There had never been a sports festival. There had been like, fan fest at the Super Bowl for the NFL or a fan fest for the NBA All-Star game, but never really a sports festival. And I think the reason was there was nobody other than Fanatics that could really corral all the different sports together and then also have individual partnerships with so many athletes that matter to bring it all together. So, typical Fanatic style, we just said, let's go for it. No idea whether it was going to work or not. And 3 weeks before launch last year, I'm like, how do I get myself into this? This is too hard. And then I'm like, wait a second, that's not all right. So we're going to make it work. And sure enough, 70,000 people came the first year and people just had an amazing time. That's what made this all worthwhile, seeing just so many happy fans saying this is the most incredible weekend of their lives. And look, Stephen A., you came and opened it up last year. I remember watching many thousands of people just cheering, going crazy, watching your show. And I didn't know what to expect. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
3 weeks earlier, I was like, how do I get myself into this mess? So, it was a great weekend. And for me, this is really just about a fan give back. Like, look, I think it's very easy to build a big company. It's not easy to build a beloved company. And we want to build a beloved company. And we're just getting started with doing that. And, we've done certain things really well and other things we haven't done well enough. But we really, our dream is to make Fanatics the most beloved company in the world. And, this is a small piece of how you do that because you connect with, 100,000 plus fans live. And then also, hundreds of millions of people via social media that see what happens here. And it makes people really have a special relationship with the Fanatics.
Now, talk to us about what you believe you've done well, particularly with the Fanatics Fest. What is it that occurs there that really stands out that makes it such enjoyable for the fans to the point where 70,000 shows up at the first ever event, and now you're expecting over 100,000 people to show up this Friday? What is it that goes on there that has people so riled up about it?
I think there's so much to do for everybody. Like, take somebody like yourself who has access to anything in the world, but you could go there and spend 3 days. You'd see so many people that you love, so many people that you want to catch up with. And by the way, I know you'd be like doing different competitions, whether it was being in an F1 car or your WWE
Yes.
walkout or how hard can you punch the UFC punching bag. It's just like there's so much to do for everybody. I can't wait to go. They just start sending me pictures. I'm going Thursday night because like I don't get to really experience it during the festival because I'm just going from person to person, trying to make sure everything's going well. But like it's like the inner kid in us comes out because there's just so many great things to do and so many great people to see and so much great content to watch. Like I love that you're opening up, with First Take this year from 10 to 12 Friday morning, but there's 6 different stages with content every hour on the hour. And whether you're a football fan or a WWE fan or a UFC fan, or you're a WNBA fan, there's just great content, great people, great activations. And the thing that's most interesting is how many people come from 10 to 7 Friday and Saturday and 10 to 4 on Sunday. They want to be there the
Yeah.
entire time. So that talks about just the amount of action that exists at Fanatics Fest.
Well, I got a busy schedule, especially covering these NBA finals, but I would have been there just for you to begin with. But to have the time that I had last year, it was electric. I couldn't believe how packed it was. I couldn't believe how psyched everybody was to be there. And then on top of it all, Tom Brady showed up, Peyton Manning showed up, Allen Iverson showed up. I mean, every damn body was there. Who can people expect to see this year? Or is that something that you're a secret that you're holding there and did to you until Friday?
No, we've already announced, I think, 3 times the amount of athletes, artists, celebrities coming this year versus last year. So in one of the things we did was we moved the festival from August until June because we wanted to have active NFL players. If you remember last year, we did it in August. The problem with that was all the NFL
Right.
guys were already in preseason. This year in the NFL, we've got, I think, a third or half of the starting NFL quarterbacks. So you got Jaden Daniels, CJ Stroud, Caleb Williams, Bryce Young, Joe Burrow. I know we've got guys like Michael Parsons, Devontae Adams, CeeDee Lamb, Justin Jefferson. I mean, there's so many NFL. I think there's 50 current NFL stars there. In basketball, you got Bron, Wemby, KD, Cat, James Harden, and the amount of people even hitting me saying, "Hey, Rube, like I want to come." It's just like you got room for me. So everyone's been hitting me all weekend. By the way, you got Kevin Hart coming, Jay Z, Travis Scott. I mean, I remember last year Jay looked at me. He's like, we were in the 40-40, and he looked at me. He said, "This is the most incredible thing. Like Trav took over and he's now the house DJ at 40-40. Like this is the most insane thing in the world." And by the way, Trav had the time of his life.
Right.
And it's like everyone's coming back and so many more people. And one of the things you know about me, I love getting people together. And it's great to see so many great people getting together and so many great things that come from that. So, that's, there are a lot of things I suck at, but one of the things I'm not bad at is just bringing great people together and letting great outcomes come from that. So I think we're going to see a lot of that at Fanatics Fest this year too. And the content is amazing. Like if you just look day by day, hour by hour, what are all the different things I can do?
Mm-hmm.
There's so much to do. But talent, I mean, you're just going to see people walking back and forth through the aisles like crazy because there's so much to do.
I'm also hearing the prize pool. There's a prize pool that's going to take place. That's going to include about $2 million in total cash and prizes. Is that true? $2 million in total cash and prizes?
It is true. And the funny thing is, I just have been thanking people for coming right before I jumped on here. And the last person I hit was Eli Manning. And I guess he didn't know that. So we're doing the Fanatics games. And what the Fanatics games are, we're doing 8 different athletic competitions. You take your best 6 scores, you drop your worst 2. So it's things like football throwing accuracy, baseball pitching accuracy, WWE walkout, UFC punching accuracy, FIFA accuracy. So anyway, again, you take your best 6 scores, you drop your worst 2. So, and we pair people in groups of 2 or 3 to go through the different games, kind of like golf. You're competing on your own, but we still pair people. And just for sport, we decided to pair. Originally, Khaled called me. He's like, "Yo, did you see my run, man? I'm so fast." He's like, "I want Brady in the games." He said, "Brady may be able to beat me in football, but I'll beat him."
DJ Khaled said he's fast? DJ Khaled said he was fast? Really?
Listen, it's amazing what you can do with AI these days. So Khaled called me. He said, "I want to take on Brady." So he's talking a lot of smack. So Khaled said, "I can beat him in basketball. I could beat him in baseball. I could beat him in WWE walkout." So originally, I called Brady, and Brady said that man better have an ambulance to follow him around. Like that was his response. Then I realized we were missing something. How do we not have Tommy and Eli going up against each other? So now we got a little threesome going of Tommy, Eli, and Khaled. So there's going to be a lot of shit talk during that little threesome going down.
It's going to be hilarious. It's going to be hilarious because DJ Khaled can't play no damn basketball. Now, golf might be a different matter, but he can't play any damn basketball. I already saw him do that. He needs to stop that nonsense. By the way, before I let you get on out of here, I got a couple of things. Number one, I got a producer of mine. His brother is going to be competing in some event.
He's one of the 50 fans that got picked. And by the way, we're rooting for your guy's brother. Because you know what? If we can have an incredibly athletic, non-professional athlete win this, that's the best in the world. Right now, a lot of our common friends are talking a lot of smack, calling me and say, "Yo, I'm taking that bag of $1 million home. Yo, I'm driving that $500,000 Ferrari out of there. Yo, I'm taking that 2003 Topps LeBron James rookie card that's worth $250,000. I'm taking that home." So I'm rooting for your guy's brother. I want him to win. I want the average fan to win. So we tried to cast this right. Make sure there's some good competition. So that's going to be fun. And we may need you, Stephen A., to come commutate, give a little bit of, when we got Brady and Eli and Khaled going down, you may need to jump in there and just do 10 minutes of comedy because watching those guys go compete against each other.
That's you trying to add more work.
What's
that's
that?
You trying to add more work to me, Michael. You're trying to add more work to me. That's what
you're
doing.
You're my
busy,
guy. You
man.
told me you'd do anything. So, you coming in and be able to make fun of Khaled and getting a little Eli, Tommy competition going. We need you, man.
Now, I will say this, though. I mean, I understand it's not your fault. You know, I'm going to leave it alone, you know, because I know people get a little sensitive if I'm around because I'm in the media and stuff like that. But I do get a little jealous when I see other people at the white party. I'm not going to front because it's other people in the media. I'm like this. I would look better than them rocking all white. I rock my all white outfits from time to time. I would like something like that. But I'm not going to be mad about it because I'm coming to Fanatics Fest. But I just want you to know, me at the white party, I would liven it up a little bit.
I was honored to send you the shoes that only came for the people for the white party.
You did.
Because even though there could be some white people at the white party, you may have been a little critical of over the years, maybe like a quarter of the white party. You know, and you're just doing your job. You're doing what you do. But I wanted to make sure you had those shoes because those shoes are special as anything. At Fanatics Fest, that's where no one could say shit. You got to be there and you got to be you. And I love you being you because you're the best.
That's right. I'm going to be there, man, and I'm looking forward to it. The one and only Michael Rubin for Fanatics. Fanatics Fest, second edition. Oh, it's going to be special, y'all. Javits Center, New York City. It's big time, no doubt. Over 70,000, over 100,000 people showing up. I can't wait to be there. I look forward to seeing you Friday, my man.
Can't wait, my brother. Love you, man. Great seeing you.
All right. Same here. Love you too, man. The one and only Michael Rubin right here. Fanatics Fest NYC 2025 takes place June 20th through the 22nd at the Jacob Javits Convention Center in New York City. For ticket information, go to fanaticsfest.com. That's it for this special edition of the Stephen A. Smith Show. I'll be back with you in a couple of days, if not tomorrow. You never know with me. There's a lot to talk about, and I'll be around to do just that. Until then, this is Stephen A. signing off. Thanks again to the one and only Michael Rubin. Fanatics Fest this weekend. Check it out. Jacob Javits Center in New York City. It's a must-attend event. Make no mistake about it. And a whole bunch of people are going to be there, just like Michael Rubin told you. Don't miss it, y'all. Until next time, this is Stephen A. signing off. Peace and love. Be safe. God bless.